Look at this man. He is a very wealthy man, but this guy is not wealthy. Can I have like 10 brothers if you can? This guy is wealthy. He can afford anything he wants to buy, but he wants something more. It's called power. To have power, you need more than money. It is for the poor man that money is for purchasing items. When you go higher, money is to buy this. So to move from wealth to being powerful, you need to have them in your pocket. And to have these guys in your pocket, it is only important that they are very poor. So at this point, poverty is of high economic value for this guy. It has high purchasing power. It is important that the poor is poor so that the powerful can be powerful. Without their poverty, he can't lead them. So he needs to control these guys. He's just the only one. They can shake the table and take him off, but he has the money to buy their loyalty. The loyalty of a poor man is cheap. Now listen to this. When they come to him, he can never give them what will bring them out of this state, because he needs them in this state to control them. That's why you complain in Africa. Why is it few cups of rice, caps, and all those things? Because they need to be coming every 4 years. Poverty is a very powerful tool. It keeps the powerful in power. If care is not taken, even the church will bow to this. As long as he can steal treasuries and say it's tight, bow. So this guy comes to this guy's house and you see them queue at his door. What will he give them? Rice, meat. He doesn't mind killing cow every day, but he could give them money for one cow. You go establish yourself. If he gets established, he can't have him again. So he should never be established. He will only give him what will keep him coming. This is the difference between worldly system of leadership and transformational leader. A transformational leader wants to give you what will make you independent. What is these guys bragging to? Money. And guess what? These guys come together. They will kill themselves to win his favor. Instead of them coming together and empowering themselves and break his yoke. No, they will never. They will kill themselves, drag themselves, insult themselves, put tire around their own neck for stealing what they don't have. If you have the police amongst them, it will kill his kind for what he also lacks. And this guy is just playing a small game. As long as you are in lack, you are in this equation. What I'm trying to show you is that no nation will break free until transformational leaders rise. And how will we do that? Empowerment. The church must start telling people the truth that empowers them. Empowerment. What a poor man needs first is the good news and information, not money. He needs to know you're only broke sitting on gold. There's something you have not found, and it is in words. If you ever tell people they are more than what they think they are, you're empowering them. And that's the good news they need. Empowerment.
All right. This is exactly how politicians treat the masses. This is how they treat the masses. Now, politicians, after stealing your commonwealth, right, they now become rich. Some of them might have involved in one or two kind of businesses. They now divert those funds into politics. You see them as rich. Now, as you see them as rich, it's not like they are that powerful. They're actually not powerful. What makes them to be powerful is the masses. Now, in order for them to remain powerful, they have to make sure that the masses are extremely poor. Now, it is from that poverty that they have melted on the masses that they can get their relevance, because they can't get loyalty from somebody who knows whose future is secured. So because the masses are poor, their future is not secured. So they go back to them to give them peanuts, give them little incentives. The masses begin to see these politicians as a messiah, thereby giving them their loyalty. Most of the time they do it regularly, especially in the north, where a rich man will be the only person who is rich in the whole environment. You have a lot of Amajiris, a lot of poor people surrounding his house, waiting for when he will pass and throw them some coins. Then also sometimes he could ask their cook to make food for them. So when they finish eating, they see that particular rich man as a messiah. If such person comes to them, to ask for their vote, they will give to them. But they will remain perpetually poor. The reason why they have to be poor is for the rich to be powerful. Do you understand this? So now you see it coming most of the times every 4 years. Very soon you will see now they'll begin to give people bag of rice, they'll begin to give people things, is to win your loyalty. Meanwhile, you are poor. So by the time you collect that rice, you give them your loyalty, By the time you give them your loyalty, they are voted into power. For the next 4 years again, you remain poorer than you used to be. That's just the scenario he was trying to paint here. All right. So now, with all these city boys, all these old shenanigans that is going on that the APC is trying to do and all that, basically that's the analogy. Those boys who are the city boys and all that, some of them have collected money from, the presidency, from the party, to spend this money on poor Nigerians, right? So you start being loyal to the city boys, thereby giving your vote to APC. Now, you now see that by the time they come into power, the ruling class must make their money back from your commonwealth. They must scoop those money back. Now, at the end of the day, you find out that some of these city boys, some of them are spending their money. You see, some of them are buying buses, they are buying all that. Those money, they are investments. Because by the time whoever their principal they are, clamoring for comes into power, the same principal will see what they have done and replenish or reimburse them money, give them contract. Even when the contracts are not handled properly, they are covered. So in order for us to be able to come out of this class is to come together and empower ourselves. But they will never allow you to empower yourself. And that's the reason why you can see that nobody's maintaining schools, nobody's building schools, they are not building hospitals, they are not giving you health scheme that will make, that will make you to be able to access hospital, easily. They're not giving you stable electricity. They're not giving you, any security. They're not giving you anything. So that at the end of the day, you are grounded. The only hope is to look up to them. I said, let me play this video for you and do this analysis to you so that for those of you who are ready to collect rice, for those of you who are ready to collect money, for those of you who are ready to collect any kind of incentive that they are going to give to you, remember that as you are doing that, they are digging your poverty deeper in order to gain your loyalty, to put them on that high horse, to rule over you. For the next 4 years, you will suffer and suffer more than what you used to suffer before. I don't know if this makes sense, but I say let me share it here. You could see a lot of people I see on some debates, some foolish people come out to come and be supporting the current administration that does not have a report card, that does not have, they don't have a good score sheet to present to the people. Because honestly, if all these things are given to the masses might not really need them, as it were. But because it's been taken away from the masses, and when it's time for them to need the power of the masses, they bring a little peanut that will sustain them for that period. They get the masses power, and they become powerful over the masses. Share this video, like it, repost it. Follow me for more updates. I said, let me share it here with you guys so that you can prepare your heart as we are approaching 2027 general election. I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace and love.